NATO calls Wagner Group and says, hey, we got a proposition for you. How much would it take for you to do this and go take Russia out? There's no way that Wagner Group formulated this without Putin knowing what was going on. So Wagner Group guys came to Putin and said, hey, look, these dudes are hitting me up trying to get me to do this. Putin says, all right, well, let's drive the price up. NATO says, the U.S. says, certain Middle Eastern country says, we got you, $6.2 billion. Putin and Wagner Group say, okay, this is what we're going to do. You're going to march on Russia. We're going to get them all to say all this stuff in the public. And then when you get to here, we're going to turn around and send you back. And we're going to steal their money. We're going to expose the Ukrainian offensive. And we're going to make them look stupid and make them look like the liars that they actually are. This dude outchessed the entire fucking globalist cabal. That's what happened.
What's going on, man? I'm a little sore today.
What'd you do?
So I went golfing yesterday.
You did?
I did.
Like on an actual course?
No, well, so it was a par 3 course.
Tower Tee?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the first golf course I ever played too.
Yeah. And I fucking killed it. I did great. I did great.
Tower Tee's a great place to learn, especially practice with your iron work.
So they redid it. Apparently they redid it, but
really?
It was fucking awesome.
Bro, Tower Tee used to be the shit when I was a kid, bro. You would walk up there and you walk down a little shack and they had a Vest soda machine outside. Might still be there. I don't know. But it was, you could get Whistle, you could get Grape. You know what else you could get? You get fucking cream soda, baby. And I got a motherfucker every time I played. Every time I played Tower Tee, I got 2 cream sodas. I got one for right now. Yeah. I put one in my bag and I drank that motherfucker warm halfway through. I ain't give a shit. All right. Vest.
Cold or hot, cream soda still tastes like shit. So it doesn't matter.
Whatever, man. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
So anyway, So, I love Tower Tee. That's cool
awesome.
That you went there.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome. They got a pretty little challenging course.
You know, that's a St. Louis like iconic place.
Yeah, I had no idea it ever existed.
Did you go to the driving range too, or just the course?
We did go driving range, but not at Tower Tee.
Okay.
Because the grass, they got to work on the grass a little bit. I don't like hitting off the mats.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
I like hitting off of grass.
Yeah, it's just, look, man, wherever you can get it in.
Hey. You know, I got it in yesterday. So
wherever you get it in, just like high school, baby.
I got it in. You know what I'm saying? No, it was cool, dude. But yeah, I'm a little sore. I'm a little, and that was only 9 holes.
Yeah.
So I can just
imagine. Well, now that you're getting svelte and you're a little bit skinnier, it's probably a little easier to move around.
It is, dude. Yeah.
What's your weight at now?
I'm at. I was 273 yesterday.
Yeah.
So
getting down there.
Yeah, I'm getting there, man.
You started at what? Almost 360, 358,
357, something like that. 356.
Yeah.
Plus or minus.
Looking good.
2 ho-hos.
You feeling good?
I feel great. I do feel great. My clothes are fitting a lot better, so that's always nice. But, you know.
Did you go golfing by yourself or did you take someone?
No, I went with some of my guys. Two of my guys. My one friend, Donovan, he's actually like a fucking pro. Like, he actually plays like in a national tournament. Like, he's fucking great. He has a tiger head for his driver club. Like, apparently that's like supposed to mean some shit.
Well, is he black?
He is.
Okay, well, you know, that's Tiger Woods, baby.
Yeah,
Tiger Woods, y'all.
That's what it is, dude. But
yeah,
no, like, bro. I think he said he was like an 8 or a 9 handicap.
Really?
I mean, like,
that's great.
He's pretty fucking good.
Is he the guy that was up here that one day you wanted me to meet, but he was on the phone?
No. That's my bro. That's a different guy.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no, so it was good, man. I got my feet wet.
Did he give you some nice tips?
Yeah, he did.
What was the best tip he gave you?
Well, I mean, he gave me a few. Like, I fixed my grip up. Because I was just doing a baseball grip at first. So we changed it up. And then, you know, like I was telling him, like, dude, like I feel like I'm a pretty good sponge when it comes to learning new shit, right? Because and the biggest driver behind this, because I don't want to like be bad. You know what I'm saying? So if you give me a fucking couple of tips, I'm going to implement those right away.
Right.
You only got to say it once. And I got you.
Yeah.
And so I went par on a few of the holes. I did pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Dude,
that's real good, dude.
Did pretty decent.
You really got par.
Yeah.
Like you got it in the hole on 3.
On 3.
Without cheating.
You
got at least one of those.
I did mulligan twice.
Hold on. Did you get at least one real par?
Yeah.
For real?
Legit par, yeah.
Well, that's really good for the first time out.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm a challenging fucking course. I mean, it was like I said, it was pretty decent, bro.
Yeah. Well, it's not that challenging, bro. Like you're gonna grow up and you're gonna.
So we got we're going to Creve Coeur next week. So or next weekend or whatever. So
one day we're gonna replay that clip and I'm gonna laugh at you. All right, but it is challenging for your first time out, and the fact that you got a par, that's amazing.
Yeah, I did pretty good, man. Yeah. My putt game, I got to work on a little bit more, but you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. My goal. You
know what they say, right? You know the golf saying, right? Drive for show. You know the rest of that? Well, you're not a real golfer if you don't know it. Now you have to go out and learn.
Yeah, just
You
started.
got to go learn the saying.
He brought this.
Did anybody else in here know this saying? All right, I'll teach you something real quick. It's dry. Do you need to look it up? What is it?
Drive for show, putt for dough.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. You know what that means? That means if you're going to be a decent golfer, you got to be able to putt.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm
practice putting anywhere.
I got a little fucking mat at the house, so I've been
Right.
I'm gonna work on it, man. I'm gonna get there.
The best golf tip I ever got, which I'm not sure if you've gotten yet, was to just not fucking play. Ever. No.
Wait, I just got. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh fuck.
So, truly the best golf tip I ever got, dude. That helped me the most because you're like me. You played a lot of violent sports.
Yes.
So it's always about force and how hard you can do something. The best tip I ever got about golfing was to hold the golf club just tight enough to where you're not going to let go of it when you swing. And that allows your body to really move through the swing fluid. And that's one of the things that helped me the most with golf.
Yeah.
So it's something I consciously remind myself of literally every time I swing a club, which is never now because I took the first advice. Right? So
the best advice.
Yeah, that's right.
No, sweet, man. But yeah, so let's get into this. I did want to bring this up, man, because and it's funny you brought my weight loss and stuff up because I want to get your opinion on this. Everybody knows I'm young. You're young. We got some time. But question: where do you see yourself at 70 years old?
You know that story about Sulla?
Yeah, right. No, I mean, but like just physically, like.
Oh, I'm gonna be ripped.
Like RFK ripped?
Yeah, I'm gonna be that. I will be as ripped or more as RFK.
Bro, he's fucking. He looks pretty good.
Yeah,
he looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys have seen this stuff circulating around.
Oh, bro, I've seen all the fucking leftists like being like, "That's what steroids do." Yeah, so what,
dude?
Yeah, so what? That's exactly what the fuck.
I bet
they
his
do.
dick still works too.
Yeah, you're fucking 70 years old. You look jacked as fuck. You get hard dicks. That's exactly what the fuck it does. You're right.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what it doesn't do? Make you a little fucking pussy bitch.
Make you shit yourself?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm sure you guys have seen it. This is a Fox News headline. It reads, RFK Jr. post push-up video after viral bench press. Getting in shape for my debates with President Biden. Presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the nephew of JFK, tweeted a video Sunday of himself doing push-ups shirtless in jeans one day after Twitter erupted over a viral video of him bench pressing. Quote, getting in shape for my debates with President Biden, Kennedy tweeted. So here's a video of the bench press. Okay, here's a quick video for you. Dude, he looks good.
Dude, he looks good for a man of any age.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's like, oh, what is he, 69?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, he looks good for a 69-year-old. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, bro, you ain't ever looked that good a day in your life.
And you're
this dude looks good for any age.
30,
yeah. So let's tell the truth here.
Yeah.
This man's been after it. You can't fake that.
No.
You can't buy that. You guys can say, oh, that's steroids or this or that. Hormone replacement therapy with testosterone is super beneficial for men. The whole lie that it should be, and the reason there's so much shame around it is because they don't want you taking it. All right? The reason they tell you all these stories about it making your dick small and all this shit is because the higher testosterone men have, the harder they are to fucking control.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So testosterone, which is a naturally producing hormone in our body, when we take it as a supplement to our natural production over the course of time when we age, benefits us in a lot of different ways. And so you guys who have been told, oh, the fucking testosterone, and you're scared of it, you've fallen for the propaganda, bro. Okay? This man looks great. I don't care what he's taking. You still, even if you took all the testosterone in the fucking world, you still have to earn that.
You got to work.
Yes.
You got to work.
And that's a whole nother misconception. Like everybody who doesn't lift looks at someone who's in shape. They're like, oh, fucking roid rage. Bro, even if you took fucking you can't even do an IV of steroids because they're intermuscular. But even if you fucking did an IM drip of fucking steroid 24 hours a day, your pussy ass would still look like a pussy if you weren't doing the work.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it only works if you work.
And then, by the way, you have to eat right too. You know, there's all these things, and the general public is just so misinformed on all of that. But yeah, dude looks fucking awesome.
Dude drip, man.
It's impossible not to respect that.
Yeah.
Like you have to respect someone who's earned that for themselves. This is what we talked about. I talked about this, I think, recently on a show about this being like a calling card, right? Mm-hmm. It says something about you before you even open your mouth when you walk in a room. You know what it says? It says that's a disciplined human being who works extremely hard. And for me, when I see someone, regardless of what their political affiliation is, and they have kept themselves in good shape, and I say, well, fuck, all right, this guy's got some good qualities. He's a hard worker. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's the ultimate calling card where you don't have to say anything. And so, like, you know, I don't agree with everything RFK says, but dude, I respect the fuck out of him because he's clearly a man of standard.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even want to see what Biden looks like with a shirt off. You know what I'm saying? Like just to compare the two, I wouldn't even want to see it. Like, don't.
Dude, it's just, look, man, you could say the same about a lot of people. Mm-hmm. It's just, there's people that have standards, and then there's people that have lesser standards, and then there's people that have no standards, you know? And you got to decide which one you're in.
Yeah. So one of the things I saw quickly were people on Twitter trying to go after him. Well, he's not even bench pressing that much, right?
Who fucking cares?
Well, no, what it was, he was actually doing 1 rep max, or he was not doing 1 rep max. And so this guy, Eugene Marinelli, he did the math, and apparently because of the amount of weight he had on that bench, his max would be somewhere around 315. So, I mean,
look, that's speculation, okay? Like, all these calculations, you either did it or you didn't do it. And when it comes to weightlifting, right? But there's no doubt that the dude's strong.
Yeah, I mean, shit, 230 pounds. That's still.
You did 230 pounds for a set of 3. That's better than 99.9% of the men in this fucking country.
Exactly.
That's 70 years old.
That's 70 years old, man.
It's impressive.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. So, yeah. Keep going, man. I like it.
I like him too, dude.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know much. I think he's doing like a little mind fuck intentionally with the whole running as a Democrat thing, right?
No,
like,
I think his whole platform is, I don't think he actually thinks that he's going to win, or even, I don't think that's the objective. I think his objective is exposure.
Yeah.
I think his objective is, I'm running for president, so they legally can't censor me, which they're doing anyway, which is against the law, which they'll eventually be held accountable for. Mm-hmm. Okay. To get the exposure. And we're seeing the media react in the typical way they react, right? Oh, he's a conspiracy theorist. Hey, dumbasses. The general public they don't care when you call someone a conspiracy theorist anymore.
Nope.
That was 3 fucking years ago.
Now it's a badge of honor.
Yes. Now that's like, oh, well, he must be telling the truth if we're not showing him on TV. People have wised up. So they're all meth, dude, they're crumbling.
Yeah.
Which is what makes it dangerous.
Fucking great, man. Yeah. It's great. Well, guys, remember, if you want to see any of these pictures, articles, links, videos, go to andyfrisella.com. You can find them linked there, or you can also drop down, if you're on YouTube, in the description and find them linked there as well. So with that being said, man, let's start this cruise, man.
Yeah.
Got some interesting shit going on right now. We're headline number 1.
Bro, we should have RFK on and fucking hit a lift with him.
I know he'd be able to keep up.
Yeah. Well, huh? Yeah. Well, clearly, I mean, look at him.
That's what the fuck it is.
That's, you know what?
No, dude, I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely not an ad.
Not
an
ad, guys. But I'm telling you right now, I know First Form Formula One when I see it.
Oh, dude, come on the show. We'll catch a lift. It'd be fun. All right.
Fucking dude's yoke, man. All right. Well, guys, let's get this cruise going. We got headline number 1. Headline number 1 reads, North Dakota residents spot balloon-like object floating across the state. Here we go. This is round like 4 or 5, I believe. So I want to show you, I got this video for you guys, for our viewers. It's from the local news affiliate in North Dakota. And I want you to hear their reasoning and how they try to make sense of this. It's a quick, short video, but then we'll get to the facts, okay? So here's the video from North Dakota local news affiliate, okay?
North Dakotans spotted an unusual sight in the evening sky on Sunday. A Bismarck resident first reported spotting a bright circular object floating above Bismarck just after 6 p.m. Your News leader confirmed with the National Weather Service in Bismarck it's not one of its balloons. FlightAware, a flight tracker website, reports the object is part of Project Loon, which was a company that provided rural internet using balloons. Facebook users posted about a sighting in Minot as recent as last night.
Okay. So they're saying that it belongs to this company, Project Loom, which is what they said was, the company doesn't exist. So let's look into some of the actual facts here, okay? So we have this guy here. This is Matt Rosendale. Okay, he is a U.S. representative for the state of Montana. Okay, and he tweeted this out just 2.5 hours ago. He says, quote, "Last night, several people in Dawson County were tracking a balloon flying across eastern Montana at 57,000 feet. I contacted DOD and was informed that they are aware. But due to the size of the balloon and the low probability that it is conducting surveillance, they will not be investigating. If the spy balloon in February taught us anything, it's that Montanans are vigilant and want to know what is flying over our state and will expose the Biden administration for not protecting us." Basically saying, and mind you guys, when the February balloon came out, that's the exact same thing the DOD said then, right? And so now we got another balloon flying over us, simultaneously with all this other crazy stuff that we'll get into here a little bit later. But Andy, I want to know what you got on this.
Well, it looks like it looks like the exact same thing we went through in February. And, you know, there's all this speculation about why they didn't shoot it down. And Sean Ryan, when he came on, we talked about this, and him and I, you know, we talk a lot. It's possible that these spy balloons that China has been sending, and it's been confirmed that they've been doing this for a long time. It actually came out that they did this during Trump's administration as well. Could possibly be.
But he was not told about it.
He wasn't. It was kept from him. That's correct.
It's important.
So it's possible that these balloons could carry an actual nuclear device that could be detonated at altitude, which would serve as an EMP against the United States and would have a blast range or knocking out communication range of over 1,000 miles in every single direction. So that could be why they're not shooting these things down over U.S., right? Because they're afraid that it could be that. But, you know, look, man, we're compromised, all right? We have politicians, we have media, we have Hollywood, we have the biggest companies in the world all bought and paid for in some way, shape, or form by the Chinese government. And the Chinese government seems to have a pass to do anything they want to the United States right now, including sending spy balloons across the United States, including getting most of the countries in the world to shy away from the US dollar and form BRICS, all right, an alliance that's basically against the United States, including sending up to 400,000 military-age males across the border with this border crisis, okay, including, all right? We could go on and on and on. But every single one of these moves that has been made that we continue to talk about on the show is always in China's favor. Isn't that weird? Like, wouldn't you think that if it wasn't intentional, that occasionally some of these things would go in our favor? Like, just by statistical chance? Like, do you really think it's a coincidence that all of these things are happening at once? Like, this is the thing that I can't wrap my brain around. Like, how can anyone observe what's going on right now and then look at the evidence that has been backed up over and over and over again, like Spalwell with the Chinese spy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Fang.
or Biden taking millions of dollars from the Chinese government and for policy decision change, which, remember, this thing with Ukraine and Burisma was a probe. Do you really think it was just limited to that? Right? We're not being told the whole story. And so when you look at all these things that are happening, the devaluation of the dollar, the closing of all the small businesses in 2020 to reroute business to the biggest companies in the world who were happen to be in bed in business with, guess who? with China, okay? The migrant crisis, the stopping of production of United States energy on day one of Biden being elected. We could go on and on and on. The crime in the cities, all of these things benefit this country and they hurt our country. And it's mind blowing to me that people still think this is some sort of conspiracy theory. No, there's a difference between a conspiracy theory and an actual conspiracy. And that's what we're dealing with here. And until Americans wake the fuck up, which I think they are, but until they get loud and start demanding it, nothing is going to change. All right. And here's the thing. I get 50 people a day in my DMs and my text messages saying, bro, did you see this? Bro, look at this. Like shit's happening in their neighborhood. And I'm like, yeah, I talk about it every day. You motherfuckers clearly don't listen to the show. Okay. So not only are you not listening to the show and you're not sharing the message out, you're depending on me to go fucking do your dirty work. Fuck you. Okay. Until we start standing up for our own shit and fighting our own battles in our own neighborhoods, we're not going to change anything. So all of this shit that goes along with these main things has to be rejected in real life conversation with real life activism being engaged in your community right now. Okay. The indoctrination of kids, the sexualization of kids, the fucking everything, all of it, all the shit that goes with what these people are about. Because what these people are about the destruction of America and the third worldization of this country and making sure that we're never what we used to be. You guys think we're going back to 2019? You're fucking insane, bro. This isn't going to just clear up. Oh, it'll shake out over the next election. Oh, really? Really? Like you really think that wasn't stolen? Like you really think that Joe Biden got 81 million fucking votes? Obama got like 60 something million. What did Obama get? Look up his vote counts for 08 and 012. You think that Joe Biden, this frail old man, you think he's just stupid and old? You think that all these things they're doing are just his decisions and they happen to be bad? And you think all these people in the White House are just stupid people? No, they're the front to appear stupid so that you don't understand that these are actual traitors and revolt against them. That's what we're dealing with. How many you get?
He got 69 million in 2008 and 65 in 2012.
Okay. And Joe Biden got 81 million. 12 million more fucking votes at Obama's height in 2008. You're full of shit if you think that. It's impossible. So,
yeah. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll keep update on this because here's the thing with this spy balloon, this next one. The internet's blacked out on this topic.
Mm-hmm.
And so if it wasn't for U.S. Representative Matt Rosendale, probably wouldn't even have seen it, right? Outside of the local news affiliate. So I mean, it appears that this is a legit thing that they're running again.
Do you notice how the media is like? I don't know how much mainstream media you've been able to catch, but do you notice how even Fox News is now trying to bend? So like they're bending away from like where the path Tucker was on, and they're bending more towards this path of like the elections are not rigged and we're going to win the 24 election. No, you're not. You're fucking not. If you guys think this is why it's important to vote. You guys think this is why you shouldn't vote. This is why you should vote. Because if you do not vote because you think that it doesn't matter, then there's no way to prove the fraud later.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, dude. What they're achieving by trying to tell us that the election is not rigged and everything is fine is they're trying to quash the anxiety of the people and get us back into a wall. Okay, if everything's cool, then I don't even need to vote because everybody else will take care of it. It's part of their plan.
Yeah. The less people that vote, the easier it is for them to fudge shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you have to understand.
Yep. Yeah. So we'll keep you updated on this, guys. We'll see where this is. And
that doesn't mean that the voting's not compromised.
No.
That's not what I'm saying.
But if we make
I'm
it
saying
overwhelming,
if we're going to catch them stealing it, it's important that every single person that thinks the elections don't matter goes out and votes anyway for the people that they would vote for if it's still intact, because that creates the evidence needed to prove that they stole the election at a later time.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of y'all need to think a couple steps ahead, bro. I know it's fucking difficult.
Yes. But guys, that was headline number 1. Let's get into headline number 2, man. You've alluded to it. We got to talk about it. Good old Joe shits himself. Headline number 2 reads, Hunter Biden's attorney slams IRS whistleblowers' illegal release of WhatsApp message to Chinese businessmen.
Yeah, I bet that's more illegal than actually doing business with China.
Dude,
dumbass.
Dude, that's what he's trying to say. Yo, man, let's dive into this. Hunter Biden's attorney is responding to testimony from an IRS whistleblower who claims that the agency obtained a WhatsApp message in which the president's son invoked his father's name. And we have that text message, actually. This is the alleged message, okay, that Hunter Biden sent on WhatsApp. So it reads, it says, quote, I am sitting here with my father, and we would like to understand why the commitment made has not been fulfilled. Tell the director that I would like to resolve this now before it gets out of hand. And now means tonight. And Z, if I get a call or text from anyone involved in this other than you, Zhang, or the chairman, I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me and every person he knows and my ability to forever hold a grudge, that you will regret not following my direction. I am sitting here waiting for the call with my father. Like, holy shit, man, right? So that's a text, right? So the article continues. It says that IRS criminals...
Like, think how big of a fucking turd that you have to actually be to even write that. Like, this guy's been someone that everybody's just kissed his fucking ass his whole fucking life.
Mm-hmm. Try
that shit with a real human being, bro. You get your fucking ass beat. Like, dude, I'm so sick of these elite fucks.
Dude. So the article continues, says IRS...
Like, if you're going to text someone that shit, you better be sure you can kick their ass.
Like,
you better be sure. Dude, yeah. Or you better be sure that you're willing to shoot him in the face.
Either or.
Yeah.
You got to be able to back that shit up.
Yeah.
You're holding a grudge? Me so sketty. Give a fuck about your grudge.
Bro, you're putting fucking M&Ms on your dick, bro, and taking pictures of it.
Bro, you smoke Parmesan cheese, bro. Like, come on, man.
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
Grudge is so sketty. So
that's racist.
Anyway, so the article continues. It says IRS Criminal Supervisory Special Agent Gary Shapley Jr., who oversaw the agency's investigation into Hunter Biden, claims the agency obtained a message from WhatsApp dated July 30th, 2017, from Hunter Biden to Henry Zhao, CEO of Harvest Fund Management, where the president's son claimed that he was with his father in an attempt to pressure Zhao to fulfill a commitment. Christopher Clark, an attorney for Hunter Biden, said in a statement to Fox News Digital that the claims are very misleading. Quote, biased and politically motivated, selective leaks have played this matter for years. They are not only irresponsible, they are illegal. A close examination of the document released publicly yesterday by a very biased individual raises serious questions over whether it is what he claims it to be. It is dangerously misleading to make any conclusions or inferences based on this document, Clark said. Quote, the DOJ investigation covered a period which was a time of turmoil and addiction for my client. Wait, so is it illegal? Or was it that he was just smoking too much Parmesan? Which one is it? Like,
not only that, the DOJ investigation covered a period which was a time of turmoil and addiction for my client, as if that excuses whatever the fuck he's done.
Exactly.
Which is reflective of the attitude that we have towards the actual criminals in society right now. If I was a progressive person and I ran around with a fucking pride flag cape around my neck, and I went down in the city of St. Louis and shot some motherfuckers, and I said, fuck, dude, I'm having a hard day. They're going to let me off.
They had it so hard.
Yeah. Like, bro, no shit. That's it, dude. So, like, it's disgusting.
Dude. Yeah, so Clark also said that, quote,
we have to get away from that in society.
That whole mentality.
Like, it doesn't fucking matter what kind of turmoil you were going through when you do fucked up shit.
They did it. Yeah, so the attorney Clark, he also said, quote, Any verifiable words or actions of my client in the midst of a horrible addiction are solely his own and have no connection to anyone in his family. Okay, so which one is it?
Well, what did the bank records say?
So was it real? Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Andy, because here's the thing.
Well, I think I caught a little bit about this, and I think I remember seeing that like a whole bunch of money, like millions of dollars, hit his account just a couple days after this.
10 days after he sends the message.
I was only reading, scanning the news.
Andy did a little joyride before the cruise, guys.
Yeah.
So the headline reads, Senate report, Biden business received $5.1 million within 10 days of Hunter Biden's WhatsApp text while sitting next to dad.
It's amazing what you could pick up when you scour the internet, huh?
Man, that grudge must have been very, very scary. Because they got $5.1 million in 10 days, man.
Yeah. All that scoundering.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so the 2020 Senate report on the Biden family business revealed Hunter Biden-linked bank accounts received $5.1 million in payments from a Chinese business partner, Henry Zhao, within 10 days of just revealed texts in which he demands payment using proximity to his father as a cudgel. Henry Zhao, influential in forming a Chinese investment fund, had deep ties to Chinese intelligence, according to Breitbart News senior contributor and Government Accountability Institute President Peter Schweizer. In 2017, Henry Zhao worked with Chinese energy conglomerate CEFC Energy, also linked to Chinese military intelligence. Yeah, I mean, fuck, man, right? Now, let's check in with the left a little bit, okay? Because I got something for you. This is an ABC News article. Let's just look at this headline. Hunter Biden's alleged WhatsApp message fuels GOP assertions of corruption, even after plea. And I want to dive into it because, dude, they're so full of shit.
What is... Now, look, I understand that the top of the media is bought and paid for by our government and by China.
Sure.
Right? I understand that. I understand
Viacom.
I understand that Nike and all of these big fucking giant companies have lots of business in China and they do things that are favorable to China because it's a bigger market for them or as big as what we have here, right?
Sure.
Understand that. I think it's wrong, but I understand. What is up with all these like mid and lower level like blogger reporter types that will just straight up like take their side just because when it's very clear, like, I don't think you guys understand what happens to you later for doing this. Mm-hmm. Like when the truth comes out and whether it be right now or whether it be 5 years from now or whether it be me or anybody else that brings the truth to the forefront, when the reckoning comes, all of you people that side with these people mindlessly now, you end up getting executed later.
Yep.
Okay. So a lot of you in the media should really, really, really think about how the story's crumbling, what you know to be true, and what side of history you want to end up on. Because this mindless support of a pro-China narrative when our president is clearly getting money deposited to him from the intelligence agencies of our biggest global enemy. And then it's been shown that there's documents that are not public yet, that none of us have seen and nobody's seen, that show that this man is taking money for policy decisions. All right? Which that means that he's compromised. That means that we have a Chinese asset making decisions for you and I that are against our interests and in their interests. And the fact that these low-level and mid-level media people are reporting pro-China shit, it's astounding to me.
Dude.
Like, where is their sense of patriotism? Just because these people happen to be on the other side of maybe your political preference doesn't mean that this isn't a threat to your safety and your freedom and the country that you live in. Like, do you think we're going to turn all this shit over to China and they're going to come here and they're going to treat you right? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Or are these people just doing this because they don't want to be fired right now, right? Are they being forced? I don't understand what's going on. But what I do understand is that the more that you continue, and I'm talking to all of these media people who are not the ones actually being paid for this, the more you continue to go along with this shit, and the more that the pendulum swings back the other way, the more chances are the reckoning is going to come for you as well. And no matter how many articles you write saying conspiracy theorists or right-wing extremists or dangerous to the democracy or whatever, it's not going to make a difference because nobody's buying it anymore. Nope. And so there's a lot of people who are on the wrong side of the fence here because they're getting paid $50, $60, $70, $100,000 a year to be on that side. And there's going to come a time where that's not worth it to you. I can promise you that, because there will be a reckoning. There will be a cleaning up of the communists in this country, and it will happen, and it probably will be violent. And so a lot of people are putting themselves in danger right now by mindlessly supporting the shit like this is traditional left-right rhetoric when it's not.
No, dude, and like if you listen to the way this journalist talks about this, listen to this. Quote, if the message is in fact real and its contents taking at face value, it would certainly raise political and ethical questions for the White House. Hunter Biden and his uncles, James and Frank, have a lengthy record of invoking the family name to secure business deals without Joe Biden's knowledge, which could have been the case in this circumstance. But if Joe Biden wasn't in office at the time, it would not necessarily amount to evidence of a crime.
That doesn't mean that he's not compromised currently under the same deal that they made then. Okay? They compromised the whole system, the media, the biggest companies in the world, the election system, the social media companies, the politicians, and they've paid them all. And do you not think, do we not remember in the 2019 era where all of these people were weirdly very confident that Trump wouldn't be reelected, that it wasn't going to happen? Right?
More confident than they were in 2015.
Do you remember that? Remember all these political officials saying it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. There's no way it's happening. We're not going to let it happen. We'll do whatever it takes for it not to happen. Do you not think now, looking back, that COVID was an engineered operation to create a situation for multiple reasons, but a main reason of which was to get Donald Trump out of office? They knew this motherfucker was going to be the next president in 2017 because they were going to make it so. Mm-hmm. And the fact that these people will leave this out because of their personal bias is an absurdity. And it's criminal. Like, you guys are violating the entire reason you became a journalist in the first place. Mm-hmm. To become a journalist, it was to discover the truth. Just because you don't like the truth doesn't mean that you shouldn't report it.
Because that's what the fuck they're doing now. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh, it certainly would raise some concerns. Yeah, no shit, dude. And we're not 80 IQ. Like, your people might be, but the rest of the country isn't. And we all understand what's going on. So
not the craziest part, but and then you ask Joe Biden about it, and he just gives you the good old Bill Clinton. You know what I'm saying?
I did not have sexual relations.
Nope, no business deals here.
So what comes out later, dude sticking cigars in her pussy and shit, right? No, that's really what came out.
Yeah.
So,
not my pants.
Yeah. Those aren't my drugs. Those aren't even my pants.
Not my pants, man. Not my pants. Mine has shit stains in them. That's how I know.
Bro, these people are fucking traitors, dude.
Yeah.
They're traitors. And any of you that continue to support them or even stay silent at this point, you're complicit in this, in my opinion. Like, there should, citizens of this country that have any patriotic blood in them at all, that care about this country, and you're being silent and you know this is going on, what you're going to create is a situation where we really, truly lose America to a communist ideology, which will hurt you. It'll hurt your family. It'll hurt the entire future of your bloodline, remove your history, and write you right out of the books as relevant. And you're fucking okay with that because you don't like the Republicans? You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
This isn't a Republican Democrat issue. That's the biggest lie being told. Like, this is a them, the elites, versus us, the people. And then you got all these people out there on the internet saying we should be focused about having fun and getting back to real life. No, you're in denial This isn't going away. And until this is addressed, it's going to continue to get worse. And your idea of fun is going to be breaking rocks in the motherfucking labor camp.
Mm-hmm. At least we didn't vote for Trump.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Jeez, man.
This is fucking Trump. If it wasn't for Trump, I wouldn't be having to break these rocks.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Fucking idiots. And Trump's fucking up by not uniting people. Like this constant attack and like making it sound like there's this America is only for this. Like, look, dude, there's a whole bunch of people that don't like you because of the way that you address people. If you would just become a little bit more pleasant to listen to, and by the way, I love how you are because I'm a smart ass too, bro. And I hate motherfuckers. But you're the president and I'm not. All right. And if I was the president, I would speak to all of America, not just my little part of it.
Yeah.
And that's what we're missing. And that's what I don't like about the situation. We don't have anybody coming out and saying, hey, this fucking country is ours. This is not left, right America. This is Americans' America. And we're dealing with a situation where people are getting paid to divide that up and make people believe they don't have a place here, to make other people believe that this is their place and it's being invaded. And we have this situation where we can't get anybody on the same page because none of the fucking leadership will address people as a whole, as opposed to addressing people as there's us and then they're the enemy over there. Like, that's not true. Your neighbor's not your enemy. The people saying that they're your enemy are your fucking enemy.
Facts.
And by the way, people will say this too. They say, I can't get along with those people. Fuck them. Okay, well, then you're not for a free country.
No.
You don't understand what the Constitution's about, because here's the thing. People's idea of what they want to do with their life is not always going to align with yours. And for us to have a free country, we have to be tolerant of other people's idea of freedom. When it starts to infect the morality and when it starts to decay the tradition of most of the country, like, for example, like letting grown men, like I've seen this weekend, go to pride festivals and dance naked in a fountain while there's little kids around.
Yeah, no.
That's not okay. It's not acceptable. And a vast majority of Americans, upper of 90%, 95% of Americans will say that. That shit's not allowed here, motherfucker. You want to be a degenerate, weird motherfucker, you fucking leave this country, we'll put you in jail.
Yeah.
That's where we need to be.
Yep.
Okay? These men shaking their dicks in front of little kids because they dress in drag, not acceptable. These kids reading books about sucking dicks when they're in second grade, not acceptable. Okay? That's not freedom.
Nope.
We're going to have a sense of basic morality in this country. Now, if you want to be an adult and you want to shake your dicks in front of other adults, I don't give a shit.
Cool. Twilight Tuesdays, baby.
I don't care. I've been known to like to shake my dick too. But you know what? I don't fucking do it in front of fun kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this is just called being a decent human being. And it's funny because these people run on decencies back in the White House. Yeah. Does this look like a decent society to any of you? Like, in the comments section, do any of you think this is acceptable, what's going on, or decent in any way, shape, or form? Because that's not what decency means to me. You know what decency means to me? Having respect for our elders, taking care of our community, living the best example that we can, treating people kind, taking care of the less fortunate. It doesn't look like shaking my dick in front of kids. You know what I'm saying? And there's a whole bunch of other things that we all know inside of us are right. We know they're right. And the people who let this shit happen, they have this laissez-faire mentality where, well, fuck it, let them be themselves. That's fine. But them being themselves is intruding on other people's idea, the majority of the people's idea of what is decent. There has to be boundaries, bro. There has to be boundaries with freedom. You know, and they're arguing, like you have Gavin Newsom arguing that the people who are in charge now are trying to restrict freedom. No, they're not. They're trying to set an actual boundary of moral standard that most of the country actually agrees with. Mm-hmm. It's all fucking wordplay bullshit.
Yeah, I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah.
Our third and final headline, guys, headline number 3. Got to talk about it. Over in Mother Russia. I think we got to call Putin again, bro. So headline number 3 reads, Wagner fears wounded Putin could launch purges like never seen before, UK official. So Russian President Vladimir Putin likely feels, quote, mortally wounded, unquote, by the weekend's military mutiny, risking purges, quote, like we've never seen before, and even the possibility of a full-scale collapsed Russia, according to UK officials. Alicia Kearns, the chairman of the UK's Foreign Affairs Select Committee, told LBC Radio that the attempted coup by the powerful Wagner Group over the weekend created a, quote, really dangerous inflection point. Quote, the risk of a collapsed Russia is not insignificant. She warned of the country with the world's largest nuclear arsenal. Quote, we don't know how far Putin will go to keep power, but let's consider it to be significant. If he's successful, we will see purges, I think, like we've never seen before. I keep that in mind.
Well, hold on. When was this written?
This article was came out this morning.
Okay. Well, Lee Brown, you're a dumbass.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. Okay. You got Condoleezza Rice jumping in, saying that, because there's been myths talking about how this was all completely staged. She's saying, trying to say that it wasn't, right? And I think that's just more so they can fucking.
Well, I'll break this down. Let's just keep going.
Yeah. You got Biden.
Let's just let all the cards out here.
You got Biden again. He's playing that good old Bill Clinton again, right? It had nothing to do with it, I promise.
These are my pants.
But even though reports are coming out that U.S. intelligence agencies briefed 24 hours before Russia uprising. So you knew but you didn't do it. I got you. Okay. Andy, let's make sense of this for everyone out there listening and watching.
Is this where I get to talk?
Let's.
Is there any more?
No, I got everything else you can possibly need.
Okay.
Let's break it down.
Let's break it down. Well, let's first off talk about the gleeful celebration of everybody on the left for the first 24 hours. Putin's done. And by the way, half of you hit me up in my inbox. You fucking Putin. You're on the side of Putin. Ha 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 ha. What do you think now, bitch? Okay. Because here's what actually happened in all likelihood. What actually happened in all likelihood, do we remember the story that came out at the end of last week about a certain amount of money that was just pencil fucked right out of the fucking budget?
$6.2
$6.2
billion.
billion. That's weird. Just we fucked it up. All right, well, they got an extra 6.2. Okay. Then within 36 hours, a coup starts. Okay. And then the Wagner Group marches on Russia. By the way, not killing a single Russian soldier or citizen. They move all of their gear back towards Moscow. And as they move all of their gear back towards Moscow, the full capabilities of the Ukrainian offensive follow. Okay. Then Putin comes out and other dude, homie, comes out and they argue in public about, we're coming to get you and no, you're not. And blah, blah, blah. Right. And then all of a sudden, magically, while all the leftists and everybody's rooting for Putin to get fucking killed and saying it's going to happen and telling me that I was fucking wrong, which I rarely am, Mr. Rebel here says, you know what? We're going to go ahead and go back to the front. Now you have to be a special kind of special to not understand what just happened. And what actually just happened was that foreign intelligence agencies, and by the way, Putin, not me, Putin said a certain Middle Eastern country, okay, a certain Middle Eastern country. I want you to keep that in mind. The United States and NATO formed a plan to facilitate and finance a coup from Wagner against Russia. Now, how much would a coup like that actually cost, do you think? I mean, do you think you would do it for $1 million? Probably not. Do you think you would do it for $100 million? Probably not. Do you think you would do it for $1 billion? Well, I don't know. You're getting close because there's 25,000 troops there. And I'm sure that the guys calling the shots, they understand like what it's worth, right? So you drive the price up as far, and they get to, guess what? This magic number, $6.2 billion, and they agree upon it, right? And now all of a sudden, they steal the United States money, because that's what it is, your money, our money. They steal our money. They exposed the Ukrainian offensive. They know exactly what the Ukrainian force represents now. Okay, they're not questioning it because it's not hidden because they followed them up the fucking road.
See, most people don't understand that because Ukrainians' offensive, they've been decently good at hiding
how much power they actually have.
Yeah.
It's guerrilla warfare.
Yes. Exactly.
So
these
now
motherfuckers are fighting out of fucking little huts and shit.
So now all of these people in the Ukrainian army who followed up, which is their main sort, is exposed. Do you think that creates a better situation or a worse situation for Putin knowing exactly what the fuck he's dealing with?
Mm-hmm. Not only that, those Ukrainian forces are now surrounded.
Okay. So again, and this comes off of the submarine bullshit that these motherfuckers pulled last week, where they knew that these people were dead on Sunday and then covered it
5 days.
Yeah, for 5 days while the Hunter Biden news came out, all right, to create a distraction, all right? So now they embarrass themselves with the sub. Now they embarrass themselves with the story reporting. Because, like, dude, if you watched the media on Saturday when all this shit was going down, bro, they were all giddy. They were all celebrating. You all are some stupid motherfuckers. Stupid as fuck.
I just love how everybody went from being experts on submarines
to experts on fucking coups.
Insurrection.
God, dude, some of y'all should just shut the fuck up. Like, and dude, I was getting people in my DMs, like, dude, one of our friends, he messaged me and he's like, see, I told you this would happen to Putin. And I'm like, okay, well, there's other things it could be. It could be this. It could be that. And one of the things I said it could be is I said it could be them staging a coup, stealing our money, and putting themselves in an actual better position than before. And I got the receipts to show it, and the person who I was arguing with knows that I ended up being apparently right, because that apparently most of the data indicates that's what happened.
So let's break this down again, Andy. Okay, so you're Putin, you're Russia. I'll be Wagner Group. Okay, yep. Madat, you're going to be you're NATO on behalf
and
of
the U.S. and a certain Middle Eastern country. Now, which Middle Eastern country do you think it would be?
I got one.
Hold on. Which one? Because, like, is it Iraq? No, it's not Iraq. Is it Iran? No, it's not Iran. Is it Saudi Arabia? No, probably not.
No.
Is it Jordan? No. Is it Yemen? No, I don't think so. So which
getting close?
Yeah. What's the name of that other one over there? Our greatest ally.
Starts with the I.
Oh yeah, Israel.
Ends with really F.
Would Israel do that? Would Israel try to finance a coup to protect their globalist interests?
What global interests would they have, Andy?
I don't know. I guess I'm just a bigot for pointing it out.
Dude. Okay, so let's role play real quick. Let's role play. Let's break this down one more time. Okay, you're Russia.
And by the way, for all you motherfuckers that are going to throw that anti-Semite shit around, understand this is no different than the leaders of Black Lives Matter using the black community as a shield for their own criticism.
That's the exact same
thing. 99.9. This is why when people say, oh, it's the Jews, that's an inaccurate way to communicate. It's a bonehead way to communicate. And you're actually playing into their own defense system, which is they could call you an anti-Semite and label you an anti-Semite, which seems to be the only racist label that still fucking matters, which for what reason, you should probably ask why that one's so sensitive, okay? It's very powerful people who identify as Jews that are a literal group of people, and they're very powerful, and then they use all the good Jewish community as fucking shield for their criminal acts. Yep. Okay? That's been going on for fucking a long time.
Same thing like how the pedophiles hide under the Pride flag.
That's right.
Same thing how those...
So before you throw your anti-Semite label shit, that's not what I'm saying. Okay? Most Jewish people are like, look at that shit, and they're like, no, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's break this down one more time, okay? So you're Russia, you're Putin.
Yeah.
I'll be Wagner Group, okay? Madat, you're U.S. and NATO, okay?
And a certain Middle Eastern country.
And the certain Middle Eastern company.
That we can't say without being a bigot.
Exactly, okay? So,
but we say it anyway.
Right. So you're saying what happened, and again, what the evidence is suggesting is that the U.S., NATO, and this Middle Eastern country approached me, the Wagner Group, okay? Like, hey, you got 25,000 guys. You guys could take Russia.
Now remember, Lindsey Graham called for a Brutus. If you know history, you could go look up what Brutus did, all right, to handle Putin internally in their government.
It had to be internal. That's what he said.
All right. So let's remember that before we even say that.
Okay, yeah. I could do this for you. A coup, no problem. I got 25,000 guys. It's gonna cost you though.
Here's how it happened. NATO calls Wagner Group and says, hey, we got a proposition for you. We need a coup. How much would it take for you to do this and go take Russia out? Well, then Wagner Group turns to Putin and says,
hey, how much?
No, that's what this is.
right.
So you're leaving out a key part.
Yeah.
So Wagner Group turns to Putin and says, hey, look at what they just sent me. Because look, Putin's very, very, very much so big on like being loyal to Russia. All right. So there's no way that Wagner Group formulated this without Putin knowing what was going on.
100%.
So Wagner Group guys came to Putin and said, hey, look, these dudes are fucking hitting me up, trying to get me to do this. Putin says, all right, well, let's drive the price up. Tell them you'll do it for this. NATO says, the U.S. says, certain Middle Eastern country says, we got you, $6.2 billion. They released a report last week. Oh, we fucking lost $6.2
billion.
Okay. Putin and Wagner Group say, okay, this is what we're going to do. You're going to march on Russia. We're going to get them all to say all this stuff in the public. And then when you get to here, we're going to turn around and send you back. And we're going to steal their money. We're going to expose the Ukrainian offensive. And we're going to make them look stupid and make them look like the liars that they actually are. That's what happened.
Dude. And people don't even understand.
This dude out-chessed the entire fucking globalist cabal. And that's why they hate him so much.
Well, and people don't understand that the leader of the Wagner Group and Putin, they go back decades. They fought in fucking war together. Like, these are like fucking, you can't get tighter. You can't get tighter. What was that, Saturday, I think, when we were watching Fox News and like, dude, trying to see them all trying to fucking
cover their ass. Like, dude, the media came out with all this shit. This is the end of Putin. This is the end of war. This is the end of this. This is the end of that. Actually, what this is this is the exposure. Like, dude, Putin is smart. Like, people think he's just some crazy weirdo who just throws people off of buildings and shit. You think he got where he is by being dumb or by strict force? You have to be smart. And one of the things he's smart about, he understands that the American people are not aligned with the American government. Right. Okay? So part of this move, in my opinion, was to expose even more to the American people how corrupt these people really are. I believe that was part of the play. And they got $6 billion of our dollars.
Which, I mean, all right, damn, Putin, you could have been a little bit less than that, but I get it.
Hey, if you really want to win us over, send that shit back to us.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Send me a check, dude.
Oh, fuck, man. Jeez, man, that's great. Well, guys, does that make sense? Let us know in the comments. Does that make sense? Are you guys following it?
That's what it appears to be to me.
Well, I mean, fuck.
Okay, now,
would they do it any differently if there wasn't?
Well, I'm just saying, there could be more news that comes out that shows that that's different.
Yeah.
But as of today, which is what's a Monday afternoon, that's what it appears to me. And I actually think it's fucking hilarious. I think it's funny as fuck. And I think it's funny that all you people that message me telling me I was wrong and all this shit, and then literally 30 minutes later, what happened? And I sent messages back. I said, what do you think now?
What happened?
Do you know how many responses I got?
0.
Fucking 0.
That's awesome. Oh, man.
Bro, you guys got to learn, man. Like, this is just real talk. And I'm not trying to brag, but strategic thinking is what I do for a living. I own multiple companies, all of which are very successful.
In multiple different areas, industries.
In different fucking industries, not just one. Okay? I do this for a living, and I can see things that other people can't see usually because I can have to make decisions based on a very limited data set all the time. Okay? So when I tell you this is what I think it is, and I've been doing that skill set every single day for fucking quarter of a century, there's a chance that I might get it right. I'm toot, motherfucker. All right? I toot my own horn. I'm just saying, like, you guys think you're going to get me, man. I'll tell you when I'm wrong.
Dude, I hope we're wrong.
Yeah. No, listen, I'll tell you when I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But it ain't that often. No. And that's real shit. And so, like, you guys got to quit falling for this shit. Like, a lot of people are falling for the propaganda because they want to be right. They don't want to be still on the wrong side, right? They were on the wrong side of COVID. They were on the wrong side of Ukraine. They're on the wrong side of Black Lives Matter. They're on the wrong side of this and this and this and this and this. And these people are still hanging on, hoping that they are actually on the right side. And so anytime there's like a taste of them being right, they flip the fuck out and it ends up being wrong again. And you guys look stupid even more. Is that not what's happening?
That's what's happened.
Like, when was the last time the left got a win?
Dude.
No, real talk.
Probably the Pride Parade, being able to show their dicks in front of kids.
No, real talk. In the last 3 years, since Biden's taken office, how many wins have they actually got in public opinion? Now, they've got a lot of wins for themselves.
For their goal.
Because they're executing the exact play that they want to execute. And there's enough people that want to be right that are continuing to support them doing that. Right. Okay, but if we're honest, how many wins have they really got? They haven't gotten any.
None.
And they're crumbling and they're falling apart, which is what makes the situation extra dangerous, which is why the people who listen to this show need to speak out about it, need to share the show, need to share the message. If you don't share the message, take the message and make it your own message. Mm-hmm. But be vocal. And let people know this is where I stand. Because do you know why all these people are still walking around thinking that the left is winning? Because so many of you agree with the things that we say here or the things that are of the 90% of Common Sense America, but you don't say anything, which lets these people walk around in society thinking that what they believe is still the truth. And so we're not changing it enough on the streets because a lot of you guys still believe you're in the minority, which was an engineered position for your perception so that they could continue to operate this way. Like, you're falling right into their plan. When they say, oh, silent majority, we're the silent majority. Like that's a fucking good thing. That's not a good thing. That's a terrible thing. In fact, that branding of the quote unquote silent majority has let us get to this place that we're at now. Political correctness. Don't say that because that offends someone. Well, so now we're in a situation where society holds the truth inside their own lips and inside their own heart instead of speaking it because it might offend someone. Look, man, the point is, it's obvious what's going on. And there's a lot of you that see it that are still refusing to join in the vocal fight that needs to happen to create a situation where these people who are still fucking walking around with their head in the sand, going to brunch every Sunday, thinking everything's great and this is all going to work itself out, will actually realize that we're not going to tolerate your shit anymore. Okay? You're not contributing anything to society and you're the most opinionated group of people. It's these white, far left, far insulated suburban moms, okay, who have no idea what's actually going on, who are perpetuating the cycle. They're the ones thinking, there's a meme of the little guy from The Simpsons where he's like, I'm helping. And it says upper middle class white women at brunch with a pride flag and like a fucking BLM flag. And dude, the reason that there's still this group of people out there that believe this shit is because most of y'all won't fucking say it. And until you at least get what is being vocal going to change? It changes everything. That's why they try to suppress it. Like, that's why they invented political correctness. Don't say the truth because it might hurt someone's fucking feelings. That's why they invented and branded the term silent majority. This is what cancel culture is. It's a weapon to silence truth. And you guys say, well, what's one man's words going to matter? They make actually all the difference. All the fucking difference. One man's words can change the world. And when it's not just one man and it's everybody saying no, that changes everything. It allows none of this shit to happen. And that's the problem in society right now. We have a massive amount of, it's not these people doing this shit. It's the people who know it's wrong, who are refusing to at least voice it, and then making excuses as if their voice doesn't matter, so they don't do it. That's the problem we have in the world right now, and at least in this country.
It's real shit, man.
Like, if you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I agree with it, and you haven't posted about it, you haven't talked about it, you haven't had conversations about it, really, like for real, you haven't gotten involved in any of the process of any of this, and you're like, yeah, I fucking love this show, because, bro, you're the problem. You're the problem. That's why we ask you to share the show at a minimum. At a minimum, share the show. And don't do none of that weak ass shit either. Like, oh, you either love Andy or you hate him. Man, fuck the motherfuckers to hate. This is the truth shit that needs to be said. There's very few people saying it. Like, you're that weak, bro. You're fucking Aunt Linda who's going to make a comment to you. You're going to pussy out over. How the fuck do you think we're going to get our country back if people can't even speak the truth? How are we going to defend ourselves against other enemies across the fucking planet if we can't even speak the truth? Speaking the truth's a lot easier than picking up guns and having to fight another country because we didn't speak the truth the entire time. Mm-hmm. I don't think people understand how close we are to like really bad shit happening. Yeah. And by the way, this event with Putin brings us closer to that. Okay, because that sentence that they said in the fucking report, well, we're not sure how far he's willing to go. Let me ask you something. How far is the other side that he's fighting against willing to go? They're willing to go all the way. And I can assure you that Putin will nuclear the fuck out of these people if he gets put in the corner. It will happen. And that will hurt all of us. And so all you people out there with your pinkies up at brunch thinking this shit doesn't matter and fucking, I don't know why you're so wrapped up in politics. You're going to be microwaved because of your lack of fucking understanding of what's going on or the lack of courage that you have about speaking out about it. Bro, if just the people that listen to this show, because the pure numbers of it.
Yeah.
Because it's millions and millions and millions and millions of audio downloads every fucking time. Just the sheer volume of people speaking out and listening to the show would change culture. Like if you guys just did what we asked, like really, it would change shit. The algorithm is against us. Anything that's shared out with this message is going to get suppressed. The way that we overcome that is by doing exactly what we ask at the beginning of the show, which is to share the message if it resonates. Okay? It has to happen. And this isn't about any particular. If you don't want to share it, steal the message and make it your own. That's even better. But the point is you got to put it out there, bro.
Yep. It's real shit, man. Well, guys, that was our third and final headline. Let us know in the comments where you guys think and stand. And that being said, it is now time for our final segment of the show. As always, we have thumbs up or dumb as fuck. That's where we bring a headline up, we talk about it, dive into it, and then we'll get one of those two options. So with that being said, our thumbs up or dumb as fuck headline reads, janitor attempting to turn off beeping noise destroys decades of scientific research, causes $1 million in damages.
I mean, bro, I get it because that shit's annoying. Like, you ever had this with the fire or the smoke detectors? Oh my God,
man.
Bro, can you motherfuckers that design these smoke detectors please stop designing them so they only beep once every 60 seconds or whatever it is? We can't fucking figure it out. We can't figure it out. It drives us crazy at 3 o'clock in the morning, dude.
Bro,
just make it keep beeping so we can figure out which one it is, man. We'll fucking take it down. We'll do whatever.
To me,
just
bro,
please, by the love of God, allow us to know which one it is.
Bro, to me, the smoke detectors, I feel like it goes like seat belts in your car, smoke detectors, and then whatever this guy turned off.
I get it.
Dude,
bro, listen.
I feel so bad for him though, man.
I don't. I think he did the right thing.
Yeah, Patriot right there.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's dive into this.
Let's be real. If this is scientific research by today's standards, probably a good thing they destroyed it.
Yeah, no shit. Or this is we're
is this actual science or is this the science that we're supposed to trust?
Listen, this could be the zombie apocalypse starting.
This could be an intentional move by this Jan. Maybe he is fucking Jason Bourne. It's possible.
My man.
All right. Possible.
Let's dive into this. Okay, so a janitor cleaning in a laboratory. Can I say it like that? Laboratory?
You say whatever you want, bro.
I mean, that's one way to pronounce it, right? Laboratory. Huh? Laboratory. That's right.
Listen.
It's a way.
Whatever, man.
All right.
Listen, you fuck up every other word anyway. Like, if we didn't have Joe editing the shit out, bro, like, people would get it. Yeah.
Laboratory.
All right.
I'm sticking with it. So a janitor cleaning in a laboratory at a university in Troy, New York, is accused of damaging at least $1 million in scientific research after shutting off the storage freezer while trying to turn off a constant beeping noise, according to a lawsuit. The Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute filed the lawsuit against Daigle Cleaning Services, the outside firm that employed the cleaner, the New York Post reported. When the cleaner shut off a circuit breaker on September 17th, 2020, the freezer was storing cell cultures, samples, and other research elements at minus 112 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature reportedly rose to minus 25.6 degrees Fahrenheit after the freezer was turned off, damaging or destroying all of its contents, the lawsuit alleges. A sign on the door's lab's freezer allegedly explained the source of the alarm and included instructions on how to silence it if necessary. Quote, "This freezer is beeping as it is under repair. Please do not move or unplug it. No cleaning required in this area," the sign allegedly read. Quote, "You can press the alarm test mute button for 5 to 10 seconds if you would like to mute the sound." RPI's attorney, Michael Ginsberg, of the law firm Pattison, Sampson, Ginsberg, and Griffin, told the Times Union in Albany that it would take an estimated $1 million to recreate the research on photosynthesis. Quote, "People's behavior and negligence caused all of this. Unfortunately, they wiped out 25 years of research," Ginsberg told the outlet. Professor K.V. Lakshmi's lab is located in the research center where her materials were stored in the freezer at a temperature of minus 112 degrees Fahrenheit. Alarms were set to go off at minus 108.4 degrees Fahrenheit and minus 115.6 degrees Fahrenheit, as a swing above or below those numbers could damage or destroy any samples. So they're suing. Like, where we got on this, bro?
I mean, look, dude.
Should he lose his job? That's an accident, right?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on what they were working on, bro. I think this might have been an op.
You think so?
Maybe this is part of the rebellion.
Was this
maybe
one of
this
the
was
variants?
Maybe they were storing things in there for, I don't know. Maybe this is what caused the vaccine. I don't know, bro. There's some weird shit going on.
But fuck smoke detectors.
That's all I'm saying. That's what I care about.
That's fair.
That shit's definitely fucking thumbs down.
That's fair.
That's dumb as fuck. The fucking motherfuckers that design smoke detectors.
I get it.
Yeah, bro. You guys are dumb as fuck.
Assholes.
Like, bro, you are assholes because the shit always goes off around 3 a.m. Fucking always. And then you have 6 of them, right? And they're all over the fucking house, and you can't figure out which one's making the noise. And so you're standing there in your fucking underwear trying to figure this shit out, and you can't figure it out. And eventually what happens is you go take all the fucking batteries out of every single one of them, and then you go back to bed, and that's where you're vulnerable for the fire.
Now you have none.
Yeah.
Yeah, none.
I can understand why this guy did what he did. I actually think he deserves a fucking award. And,
it's like he saw the big red button sign that says "Do not press," and he fucking pressed.
I wonder
it.
what this does.
Oh shit! Yeah. All right, well, guys, that's Andy.
Yeah. So I do have this other thing that's thumbs up though.
What's up?
I have this thing. So, Ice Cube, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Ice Cube puts out a video.
Wait, Ice Cubes or Ice Cube?
Ice Cube.
Okay.
Ice Cube. The rapper.
The rapper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ice Cube says that he's going on a Fuck the Gatekeepers podcast tour. Puts out a video yesterday, and a lot of you guys sent it to me. Well, instead of sending it to me, you should go on Ice Cube's post and say, what show you should actually go on is the one that says Fuck the Gatekeepers every single fucking day.
Nice.
Okay. So I would appreciate if you guys went out there and turned his eyeballs onto our show, because I think he would come on and be an awesome guest. And I like Ice Cube. I've always liked him. I would like to do a song with him. I would.
Well, guys, Andy, that's all I got.
All right, guys. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. Let us know what you think of the show in the comments. And make sure you pay the fee. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.